All right, Lonnie, thank you so much. Investing in the stock and bond markets is never easy. And with the ups and downs recently, oil prices out of this world, war worries it's even tougher these days. Well, joining me is Bruce Sankin, an arbitrator at the NASD since 1992 and a mediator since 1996. He's the guy to go to if you think your broker steered you in the wrong direction, and he'll help you figure things out. Tell me exactly how big of a problem this is, that people have been put in stocks, they lost money, and they felt like maybe it wasn't my choice to be in that stock in the first place.
Okay, well, first of all, just because you lost money doesn't mean you deserve money back.
Okay, gotcha.
But the question you should ask yourself is, should I have been in this investment to begin with?
Okay.
And the best thing I could tell you is that there are over 80 million people, 54 million households that own investments for their retirements. And I will tell you that practically none of them know exactly what their rights are in case there's a problem.
Interesting. Now, let me ask you this.
Sure.
Say I'm in a fund or a stock and I didn't ask to be in it, I lose money, then what's the next step?
Well, the first thing you have to do is to see if you were suitable for that investment.
All right.
And it's possible that you were not suitable. And the way to do that is you have to ask the right questions. And if there is a problem, there is a recourse. The recourse is every stockbroker or plan sponsor signs an agreement, or you sign an agreement that if there is a problem, you can do what's called arbitration or mediation.
And that's what you do?
Well, I am an arbitrator mediator for the NASD, yes.
And how does that work? I mean, once you get to that point?
Sure, well, in mediation, what they do is the NASD calls me and hires me to do a mediation. I am what's called a neutral. A neutral meaning I don't take sides. What I try to do is get both parties together and to say, look, let's try to work out a compromise or negotiate a compromise. Neither side in a mediation has to say, yes, I'll accept it. If I'm hired as an arbitrator, that's where the difference is. As an arbitrator, I start off as a neutral, but both sides try to convince me by the facts of the case. And then as an arbitrator, I make the decision of who's right or wrong and if any award should be awarded.
Well, I know, especially for a lot of seniors, they figure that, okay, I've lost money, I've just lost, there's nothing I can do. How successful is this route for investors? Okay,
most people have no idea of the success rate. And let me just give you some statistics. On the NASD website, which is nasdadr.com, they talk about statistics. And I'm going to tell you that people who first mediate, and we're going through July of 04 this year, people who first mediated and then arbitrated, over 91% got back part to all their losses.
91%?
Most people are totally unaware of that. People who mediated, 85% settled. Settlement means to me that they got something back. The people who continued through arbitration, 54% of the arbitrators awarded for the claimant. So if you put the numbers together, people who first mediate and then arbitrate, over 91% have gotten back part to all their losses.
Well, Bruce, let's back up a second. How do I keep myself from getting in bad stocks? What should I do if I've got either a little money or a lot to invest? What should I do as far as homework in the beginning to make sure I don't get in a situation where I need you to mediate for me?
All right. Well, first of all, what people should do, and I feel very strongly about this, is that people should find out exactly what they need, either through a financial plan or financial analysis. This way, they will know, have a good idea of what they should invest in if the advisor is advising them properly. There are a number of companies out there that give financial analysis and financial planning. I strongly suggest that you go to one and try to get one that doesn't charge a monetary fee for that.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the book, because recently it's even in Spanish now, and I know that's a market that's not even served that much as far as financial products.
Right. Well, I've been asked to do the book in Spanish. What the book has, first of all, it really tells you the right questions to ask if you deal with a stockbroker or a plan sponsor. And if there is a problem, what my book does is it gives you the step-by-step process on how to resolve these investment disputes, and if necessary, how to recover losses.
Okay. Now, you go out all the time speaking to people about this subject. What's the biggest question they ask and their biggest worry?
Well, the biggest worry is they say, if we've lost money, what can I do? I have no idea what my rights are. And it's amazing. Most people know what their rights are if they buy, let's say, a television or computer. If there's a problem, they have a receipt. They go back to the store and they speak to the salesperson. If the salesperson doesn't help them, they go all the way up to the Better Business Bureau. But if you lost money in an investment, Most people have absolutely no idea what to do. That's why my book is extremely helpful for them. And that's why I was asked to do it in Spanish also.
Now, let me ask you this. You would think it would be in a broker's best interest to put clients in good investments so both parties make money and everybody's happy. How does it end up that people end up in investments that they really didn't want and they shouldn't have been? Is it not a communication, or what's going on?
Well, first of all, I believe that, most stockbrokers and plan sponsors want to do what's in the client's best interest. I truly believe that. But sometimes you might get a little overzealous and put money into something that you're not suitable for. It's called suitability. And if you're not suitable for a certain investment, that's when it can come back, when the client can say, you know what? I put too much money in this investment. You should have told me. Remember, all stockbrokers, I know in the state of Florida and all over, have to be licensed to do business. And if you're licensed, you're regulated by the NASD.
Okay. Well, Bruce, thank you so much. Some important information for us. But Bruce's book is used by the State Department of the Securities as an educational tool to enhance financial literacy for residents, and it's now available, as we said, in Spanish. You can get the book online just by going to NBC6.net, and the Investors' Rights link will be there under the online extras, or give Bruce a call at 954-346-8585. Bruce, thank you once again.
Thank you, John.
Well, coming up next, another update on the day's news, and we'll have the answer to our South Florida history question and give you all that information. That's all when we come back.